My name is Aleithia Low. I'm in the class of 2017. I think one thing that stretched across the entire childhood period was that I read a lot. I would go to the library and it would just devour the entire children's section, then the teenagers section, then the young adult section. I would get punished not by having my pocket money taken away from me, but by having my library privileges revoked. So you can't go to the library for 2 weeks and not be like, oh no, what do I do for the next few days? There's nothing left. I read a lot, but then information just kind of passes through. It's very enjoyable while it's still in here, but then it passes through and a year after, I can't remember anything. Yeah, there's a lot of time being in nature, being outdoors, playing sports, which I feel like has made me somewhat restless when I'm in Singapore for a prolonged period of time, because the most outdoors I can get is to go running around SP or go climb Bukit Timah mountain hill. That's why I really enjoyed going to Rinjani actually. I actually didn't get to the top. So I think around 4 or 5 a.m. I just started falling asleep while climbing. I would be climbing up, got a few steps and not realised that I'd forgotten the rest of it because I just passed out. So I stopped and I slept beneath a rock for 4 hours while the rest went to the summit. So I was there crouched beneath a rock, inhaling all this piss fumes and waiting for my friends to come back down. That wasn't too fun. I think that like a lot of Singaporean children in, I guess, pretty good schools in Singapore, you grow up thinking that you have to get out to make anything out of your life. But over the years, as I've engaged with the country through, I guess, different classes, through experiences, through friends, I found that it's a country that is really, really interesting, and it's something that I feel more invested in. So I live in Yishun. Everyone's gonna laugh when they hear this, because friends have been sending me these videos and memes of Yishun being this terrible haunted place, and it's such a recent thing. It's always been known for being sort of ulu or rural because it's right in the north of Singapore, and then now all these things like cat killing and murders are happening. We used to go kayaking around the area as well. One day I found out that the beach is haunted, so I never went there past the evening again. I've had taxi drivers tell me that they're not going to drive me down that road at night because they don't like going down there. So yeah, I found these things out when I was maybe 16, thankfully. If not, I've been an extremely scared child. I really wanted to do art because my mum, I think she has some training in interior design, so I grew up watching her draw. She taught me as well. And then without telling me, she signed me up for Chinese dance instead of art, and she hid this from me till I got the results, and I was so pissed. I was like, how can you lie to me and then decide on my life for me? I ended up staying in Chinese dance for the next 10 years. And I think she made that choice because I was a very hyperactive kid. As a kid, I would turn on the radio, I'd start dancing to shows, I'd be running around the house. So I think she thought that maybe dance was suited to me, that it would be a good outlet for all the energy I had. Yeah, so I really, really liked it. We had an instructor from Beijing, and it's one of the best Chinese dance schools in China. So he was very, very strict. We could bend our legs beyond 180 degrees. I think there was one training session where I tried to stretch my friend's back, so I bent her sort of backwards. She was lying flat on the ground like this, and we bent her backwards. And at some point, she just blacked out and had a seizure. And the doctor I think he hypothesized that a blood vessel had been caught between her vertebrae at some point. So I felt really bad and just realised how extreme training was. But she got into Raffles, so I think she's fine. And my friends are so surprised by the fact that I like kids. And I was cooing over them. So, oh my gosh, they're so cute. These small human beings. They smell so good. They do such precocious things. I guess because I can come across as pretty caustic or flippant with my friends in daily life. But children are really cute. And I had a lot of fun during the camp, talking to them. Yeah, kids are so cute. I would love to have kids.